As Rooney tries to get on the end of that long clearance, he was on the same page there as Bill Hamid. Funny, a couple of weeks ago we saw Rooney at practice. Wayne Rooney serving it in right footed, and Birnbaum was right in the vicinity. I think it's going to be a corner. It is. It's whipped in devilishly by Rooney.
A couple of weeks ago, you and I were here for the New York Red Bulls 3-3 draw, and the set pieces weren't good enough from DC United. Right there, great ball in from Wayne Rooney, difficult to defend.
Rooney 7 goals and 7 assists. For 15 games under his belt now in the DC United black and red. That corner, Ryan hanging back in towards the frame by Birnbaum. Midway as captain after the arrival of Wayne Rooney.
No, it's not a cut that his former Manchester United teammate Schweinsteiger hasn't seen in training.
Yeah, two in the same space right there. And Rooney's going to go for goal here. Now he spotted Cleveland off his line. Stefan Cleveland, who's just taken over in goal in the last few weeks. DC United able to negotiate that spell of possession from the Fire. Now they're on the move. Here's Acosta with Rooney. Wayne Rooney! 1-0! Swift and decisive on the count.
And I got a feeling this may go back to video assistant refereeing, because Acosta may have gotten away with a foul away from the ball. But this is the perfect example of the impact Wayne Rooney has brought to DC United. They're under pressure defensively. They win the ball. Now you can play any kind of ball into him, and he gets you out of trouble. That little hold-up play right there allows now all of a sudden DC United to get forward with Segura, Acosta, and Wayne Rooney.
All goals can be reviewed. Is there a clear and obvious
action watching the play? Yeah,
yep.
Yeah, that was my initial reaction, right? So, the example to describe Wayne Rooney's impact to this team. They didn't have a target player up front that could hold the ball, play with his back to goal, and it's
only to the table that his coach Ben Olsen just is in sync with and appreciates so much. Similar sort of player himself, of course not at the same technical level, but mentality. Corrales chipping it in, and Edwards going up to meet it. They've caught a bit of nickelage in the process, but
injuries and their inefficiency of playing at home.
It's led to them being out of the playoff race. He had a goal disallowed controversially at
You had to
Field.
bring it up, didn't you?
Didn't you?
Yeah, I'm sure you got that written down somewhere.
Here's the header at the far post. Vincent, I think it was momentum. Rooney waiting inside. Segura went for the jackpot. Rooney rattled the crossbar. Rooney now. Cleveland able to see it fly wide.
And Wayne Rooney's frustrated with this. Segura does all the work. He notices Schweinsteiger doesn't do a great touch. But to wait and not play that ball right away to Wayne Rooney, that's why there's frustration. But that's a difficult one. Segura's in one-on-one with Cleveland. Look at our target goalpost cam. Great look at that. Surprised the camera didn't come out of the post. Good work from our crew. But the reality is, Wayne Rooney's upset, but how do you fault Segura? He's one-on-one.
Last night, playoffs every year, Dax McCarthy, since 2010 as Areola. Well, he thought he'd won the ball fairly and is off to try and make his case. But he's not going to change the mind of Ismail Elfan. Rooney saying, let me do the talking.
Well, because Areola is next yellow. He's suspended, correct?
Yep.
Right, so that's Wayne Rooney providing some leadership. My question is, where's the foul?
Now Schweinsteiger surveying the scene and goes far post. Mihailovic back across and the shot.
Well, and it's actually the second ball for this set piece from Bastian Schweinsteiger that is extremely...
And the corner will take it. Far post with his Katai.
This kid's a good player.
Yeah. Positive move from Gattai. Lots of space for Edwards and time as well. Raheem Edwards for Chicago, and he's finished it.
Can open up the game, driving right through the middle. Great cut here again from Raheem. So away the 1-0 lead for DC United. And a great little tactical Paunovic bringing Gattai into the middle. It's opened up the game, and it's given a Chicago.
Steiger earlier in his career. On the scene immediately. And the cross arrived. It does, and Rooney! Well, Stefan Cleveland is appealing. And it's Wayne Rooney who is celebrating a gift. And a gift gratefully received in the nation's capital.
Well, just keep an eye. When Areola hits this first time, is Wayne Rooney in an offside position. He cuts inside. As this ball's hit here, he's on. He's on because Jorge Corrales keeps him in an onside position, and that allows him to stay with the play. First time it's a deflection, but again, who's it coming off of? Look at the last couple of games for DC United. A big part of it has been Paul Areola in the final third. He's got 3 goals in his last 2 games. This one, starting the opportunity for Wayne Rooney to tie it up for DC United.
Feeling an atmosphere here after this moment.
Well, and that little deflection, I think, threw off Stefan Cleveland a little bit, but still right. Well, then we're not talking about a 1-1 game here. Now I'm going to get about 15 text messages from all the goalkeepers that are in my phone telling me that's harsh. I do think the deflection played a part.
Now Rooney again. Dax McCarty. Timely intervention, but Chicago, their own worst enemies, trying to clear. Acosta. Rooney. Assage. On to Rooney. 8 goals and 7 assists now for the iconic Englishman. Spreading it wide, Joseph.
Don't be shocked here if Wayne Rooney's looking to hit this with pace right over the head of Dax McCarty. Cleveland needs to be extremely careful he doesn't get caught guessing, because Rooney may hit this with pace right at him.
Rooney hit his own player in the end, Joseph Mora. Birnbaum playing it forward. Acosta. It was a loose touch and he's released Rooney. Can Rooney finish here? Wayne Rooney! Well, head-in-hand time for England and Manchester United's leading all-time scorer.
Do so.
And it came back to haunt them, didn't they, with Bradley Wright-Phillips crowning a hat-trick on that day. Now, here's an interesting one for the Fire. Taylor, Movsisian is going to come on to replace Nemanja Nikolic, so their top scorer is off, and Movsisian wouldn't be fatal to DC United's playoff hopes, but it would be a massive body blow. Now then, combination.
Penalty.
Ismail Elfaf pointed.
Now the question, Adrian, is this. Is it clear and obvious?
What a moment for Rooney. He's produced so many memorable moments already.
He went right last time, and he often likes to hit it with pace. Now the question is whether or not Cleveland did his homework, and how long can he hold his line to just plant that seed into the mind of Wayne Rooney.
It's Rooney against Cleveland. He's already beaten him once today from a lot closer in, replacing the ball on the spot. The tension just rising here at Audi Field. Massive moment in DC United's season. Can Wayne Rooney deliver? Yes, he can! Definitive, decisive.
Spot and bury it. Often the best penalty takers around the world in the history of this game. You don't think about it. You step up and you put the ball in the back of the net. Great little cheeky play from Moreno to get in between Kapelhoff and the ball, but step up like he did last time. Keeper's right with pace. Pick it out of the net. Cleveland, DC United's up 2-1 at home.
He looks at the target goalpost cam. Cleveland guessing the right way, but to no avail. Rooney is on to his first MLS season, but you mentioned 5 from outside the area and goes for goal, and not that far. And you know Chicago would love to spoil the party. The live standings, 2 points, 2 games in hand. That's the equation. That is that. They found a way. DC United.
Must-win game after Montreal took care of Columbus at home last night, winning 3-0. Wayne Rooney and DC United knew they needed to win the game, and that leads me to the subject.